Hey yo everybody, it's Andrew Whipple with The Plagued Gamer, and today we are reviewing Ravaged, a Battlefield-inspired competitive shooter from indie studio Two Dawn Games. Just like you'd expect, Ravaged focuses more on gameplay than it does story. In this way, it reminds me of Brink, which also ditched story in favor of gameplay. But in order to pull this off, you need some pretty damn good gameplay. Unfortunately, this is something Ravaged doesn't fully deliver on. There are only two modes in the entire game, resource control and thrust. Resource control is basically capture the flag, just the flag is a gas can. Thrust is like territories in the sense that you capture flagged locations to win. The game loses major points in this regard because modes like this are to be expected. Where's the imagination in design? There isn't even a basic team deathmatch mode. From a game that pulls so heavily from Battlefield, you'd think we'd see more variety and imagination in Ravaged. Two bland game modes doesn't cut it. What's worse at times is that the game modes can suffer from poor game design choices, like enemy team members spawning in on a point you're already contesting. Glitches happen far too often as well. The M19 on the back of these vehicles is a prime candidate for being the worst offender. So we're just driving along here, minding our own business, and where did he go? Where did my teammate go? If you look in the top corner, it says he just straight up died. This happened to me multiple times when firing at myself. It's infuriating and showcases more of the game's issues. Ravaged has 5 classes per the Resistance and Scavengers, both of the game's factions. Soldier, Sniper, Support, Scout, Demolitions. It's all what you'd expect. But the real killer is the complete absence of customization. There's no gun mods, ranks, perks, character customization, no unlockables whatsoever. And I say to this, who? Who thought this was a good idea? Some might have an issue with in-game progression and unlockables, but when done right, all it does is augment the game in an intelligent way. By not having a single thing to strive for other than getting better, there's fewer and fewer reasons why you should continue playing this game. Another big problem I had was dealing with archaic game design. Nothing is destructible in the world, meaning that you can duck behind a tent to stop a rocket from demolishing you. Yeah, and it gets worse when you're flooring it and can't even get over small barriers and wooden planks. Design like this would be acceptable in the 90s, not within contemporary game design. Speaking of archaic design, as of now, you still can't make your own servers. You have to join pre-set servers to play the game, so you better hope the server you want to play on has enough slots for you and your friends. It also doesn't allow any intuitive way to select a map either, so most of the time you're stuck playing the same 3 maps. This is unacceptable. It doesn't matter if they're going to patch it in at a later time. The fact of the matter is they ship the product this way. Great as games like Mortal Kombat were, the online component shipped in a very broken state, and I certainly can't let things like this slide. Ravaged had a lot of potential behind it, but ended up becoming a bare-bones version of Battlefield. For the starting asking price of $25, you could go out and buy the $10 Battlefield 1943 that's 4 years old on PSN right now. Between the glitches and lack of customization and progression, what game is Ravaged taking you away from? Brink was a better game than this, and that is by no means a compliment. Steer clear of this disappointment.